Hey guys, it's Gigi and I'm back with another video tutorial. Today I'm going to talk about the posts that you see on Twitter that say from the archives or old post, and people are tweeting out their old posts, and it's really cool because it gives you a chance to see what people have written about maybe before you were following them on Twitter. And you kind of go, how did they do that? Do they sit there and dig through their old posts and manually go out and tweet those every day? Well, the answer is no. There is a fantastic plugin for self-hosted WordPress users called Tweet Old Post. And this plugin allows you to automatically set up a posting schedule, and this plugin will pull an old post from your blog archives and feed it to Twitter under the guidelines that you specify. The reason that this is such a cool tool is because it allows you to expand your audience on posts that might not otherwise continue to get traffic. This is especially true in a case for somebody like me who does a lot of humor writing, and so people aren't necessarily searching, for a post about the room that smelled like butt. Um, but if I tweet that post out at a later time, it allows me to capture some more eyeballs to that post, get a little bit more traffic, interact with some more readers, and basically expand my audience in a way that I couldn't otherwise do efficiently. So I really think this plugin can be a great tool in your toolkit if you're a growing blogger. So I'm going to show you how to configure this plugin today. The first thing you're going to need to do is download the plugin from WordPress.org. And again, if you go into the Extend tab of WordPress and you type in Tweet Old Post, you will be taken to this page. Download it, download the zip file, and then install it into your WordPress administration panel. And I'm not going to show you how to do that today because hopefully you already know how to install plugins into WordPress. If not, see me and maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. Anyway, once you get the plugin installed and activated in your dashboard, you're going to go down and it's going to appear in your left-hand sidebar way at the bottom, and you click on Tweet Old Post. You're going to be brought to this screen, which is the configuration screen for the plugin. And there are some really, really cool things that you can do to make this plugin really powerful for you. First, you're going to need to authorize the account with Twitter, which I'm not going to go through here. It's a pretty straightforward process. You've probably done it before with other applications or plugins. The first thing you're going to want to consider is if you want your tweets that come out for your old posts to have a prefix. Right now, I have it set to say way back post. You can pretty much put anything you want in here. You can do old post, from the archives, a look back, whatever you think is going to work for you. Obviously, make it short, make it call attention to the fact that it's an old post. I previously didn't have anything set for my prefix, and it gets really confusing because if you don't tweet with a prefix on these old posts, people think that it's a new post. I've had some of my good friends on Twitter respond and read an old post not realizing that it was old, and they'll kind of go, hey, wow, I didn't know you were baking a rainbow cake this weekend. That's so great. And I baked a rainbow cake like last year. So I highly recommend the prefix. You can also decide whether or not you want the post data to tweet as part of the tweet, which would include the title of the post, part of the content, and the link. I tend not to do that because it makes the tweet way too long. I like to keep it just the URL if possible. You have the option to use a URL shortener. I currently don't. I need to configure this so that it does set up to shorten. And all you need to do is use your bit.ly username and API key if you have one. I do, so all I have to do is put those in here and it'll be ready to go. You can include hashtags for your old tweets. So, this one says, oh, you can include hashtag thoughts. Maybe you want to have a hashtag for hashtag wayback or hashtag archives. Maybe you're only going to tweet posts about blogging. So then it would be hashtag savvy blogging. So it shows up in the savvy blogging feed. You can get really creative and really drive eyeballs to these tweets if you think through your hashtag selections carefully. You're also allowed to set up intervals between the tweets. So you don't want 900 of these going out a day because you're probably already tweeting your current posts. So I like to set mine up to only tweet one post a day. Originally, I had this set up for every 4 hours, and I quickly realized that was way too much. It was totally flooding my feed. It was not a good thing. So I recommend 24 hours if you don't have a ton of posts. Maybe you've only written 100 posts. Well, don't tweet those out every 24 hours. Set it up for maybe every 72 hours or every 4 or 5 days. It makes it just a little bit less cluttering for your audience. You can also set up the minimum age of the post to be eligible for a tweet and a maximum age of a post to be eligible for a tweet. So I don't want a post that I just wrote a week ago to start retweeting out already, because the chances are that most of my Twitter followers have already seen those links because I tweet them out pretty frequently. So I want things to be a little bit more old, vintage, if you will. So I have mine set up that they have to be at least 3 weeks old to retweet out, and I don't want anything that's older than a little bit over a year. And the reason is because back when I initially started blogging, I was doing a lot of crummy posts and really bad giveaway posts, and I really don't want those tweeted out. And so I've kind of set my old marker out about a year, and the plugin is not going to fetch those old posts that I really don't want tweeted. The other really cool thing that you can do is omit entire categories from your tweets. This is really great because it allows you to not tweet out sponsored posts. Maybe you participate in blog hops or carnivals, and you don't want those things tweeted out over and over again because the content isn't relevant once that particular event is over with. And so you'll see here that I omit guest posts, any blog carnivals I used to participate in, giveaways, reviews, and sponsored posts. So I like to keep my old tweeted posts limited to my posts on blogging, my posts on food, technology, and parenting and humor. And those are the ones that I really want to capture more eyeballs on. So it works out really cool. You can even get more granular with what tweets you exclude by clicking on this exclude specific post from selected categories. And what this is going to do is going to generate the list of posts that you've ever written in your lifetime of the blog. And all you have to do is double click that post, and it's not going to be retweeted out. So, maybe there's a specific post that you just really, really don't want tweeted out for whatever reason. Maybe it's super controversial, or maybe, it was really personal to you and you don't want to keep broadcasting it. You can do that by selecting it specifically within this feature. And it has a little search box, so, instead of having to go through pages and pages of posts, you can just type in the name of that post, search for it, exclude it, and voila, you are done. Once you do that, you go back to the other screen, you hit Save Changes, it configures the plugin for you, and you will start having your tweets sent out, usually within the interval that was specified. And watch, you will start to get hits on old posts that you thought maybe were dead to you and that were never going to see the light of day again. I think it's a really great plugin. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. If you have any problems configuring the plugin, feel free to tweet me or email me or leave a comment on this post, and I will be happy to walk you through any hiccups that you find. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.